On the 26th of May, 1900, a most peculiar announcement appeared in the County Derry-based newspaper, the Northern Constitution. War, war, war. General Keenan wires to say that his gallant army of Bohemian minstrels have fought bravely and have been victorious all along the line. The general has been very busy for the past few months, making arrangements for their forthcoming visit to Portrush on Friday, the 1st of June. The announcement was inserted by Thomas Patrick, or T.P. Keenan, the composer of Hello, Patsy Fagan. The son of William and Rose Keenan, Thomas Patrick Keenan was born in 1866 at 112 Upper Dorset Street in Dublin. But helping out with his parents' baking and milling business did not suit the teenage Thomas, who decided to leave home, travel north to Bangor, County Down, and join Barry's Circus. Having served his apprenticeship as a comic actor and singer of humorous songs, young Keenan believed he could make it on his own. So he formed his own company, the Bohemian Minstrels, sometimes using the stage name Tom Conway. In the 1890s, Thomas P. Keenan and his dedicated troupe of 8 seasoned artistes frequently toured England, playing at music halls in places such as Blackburn and Workington. But the proliferation of minstrel groups meant that competition was very tough, which probably prompted Thomas and his fellow performers to leave the English circuit behind and return to Ireland. It seems that the Bohemian Minstrels disbanded in the summer of 1902, shortly after they appeared at their old stomping ground in Portrush. Deciding to go it alone, Thomas took to the road as a solo artist and performed in towns and villages throughout Ireland. A grainy photograph from 1923 shows him in the Tipperary town of Templemore, sitting with actor Ralph Sylvester and his wife. A few years later, Thomas was due to stage a show in Castletownroche in County Cork, but he contracted pneumonia and finally succumbed to the condition on the 8th of May 1927. He was laid to rest in St Mary's Churchyard in Castletownroche. We don't know exactly when, but at some stage in his career, T.P. Keenan penned a large number of sentimental and comic songs, with titles such as Pretty Little Galway Girl, The Old Stone Wall, Rose of Killarney, and Come Back to Me, Mavourneen, many of which were copyrighted by various music publishers in the 1940s or early 1950s, long after his death. Today, his best-known songs by far are Hello, Patsy Fagan and A Mother's Love's a Blessing. Perhaps he fell into poverty and had to sell his compositions for a wing and a prayer. But we know for certain that in 1913, Walton's Piano and Musical Instrument Galleries in Dublin published the sheet music of Hello, Patsy Fagan, and duly credited the writer as T.P. Keenan, about a happy-go-lucky labourer who left Ireland to find work in an unspecified overseas location. The ballad could be at best described as stage Irish, much favoured by Victorian music hall audiences. And this is where our story takes a most curious turn. Hello, Patsy Fagan was recorded in New York in April of 1947 for the Decca label by Joseph Maguire, a 48-year-old singer from County Fermanagh who had emigrated to America in 1923 and opened a restaurant on 157th Street and Broadway. But if we look at a registration card, held at the United States Copyright Office, we see that the song was in fact copyrighted on the 26th of November 1947, and we also find that T.P. Keenan is not credited as the writer. Instead, the song title is accompanied by the following baffling note: Leeds Music Corps, New York. Words and music by Michael Donovan. And so to the inevitable legal proceedings. In November 1958, Georgina Keenan, a niece of T.P. Keenan, hauled representatives of Walton's piano and musical instrument galleries in front of a judge at the High Court in Dublin. Georgina, who claimed to be the owner of the copyright to T.P. Keenan's songs, decided to sue Walton's, said the Irish press, because the firm had infringed her copyright by selling them in the form of sheet music and by making and selling records of them. With Walton's claiming that they were the rightful owners of the copyright to Hello, Patsy Fagan, the case would drag on and on and on and on. Returning now for a moment to Joseph Maguire's recorded version, we see that the opening lines of Keenan's original first verse were changed, and that some lines of the second verse were transferred to the first, thus firmly placing the hard grafting early rising Patsy in America.
I'm working in the USA, I've had my share of luck, carrying bricks and mortar and my pay is $50. I rise up in the morning, I get up with the lark, and as I'm walking down the street I hear the girls remark, hello, Patsy Fagan, you can hear the ladies cry, hello, Patsy Fagan, you're the apple of my eye.
In the 1950s, possibly early 60s, a slightly adapted version of the Maguire performance was recorded by County Kerry-born tenor Connie Foley for Copley Records, a label based in Boston, Massachusetts. On this occasion, Foley, or his record company, decided to assign Patsy a more specific location, the Windy City. I'm living in the USA, I've had my share of luck, and now I'm in Chicago and my pay is $50. Some time later, Keenan's words were changed yet again, placing the, no doubt exhausted, globe-trotting Patsy first in Dundee, then in another Scottish town. I'm working here in Glasgow. I've got a decent job, carrying bricks and mortar, and my pay is 15 bob. Variants of Keenan's song were subsequently recorded by Martin Crosby, Delia Murphy, Joe Lynch, the Irish Rovers, Foster and Allen, and not forgetting that rock-solid pillar of Inishbofin, Desi O'Halloran. And so ends the story behind Thomas Patrick Keenan's Hello, Patsy Fagan. My name is Patsy Fagan, I'll have you all to know. I left my home in Ireland not so many years ago. I came to seek my fortune, to do the best I can, just to let the people know that I'm an Irish gentleman. Well, hello, Patsy Fagan, you can hear the ladies cry. Hello, Patsy Fagan, you're the apple of my eye. I'm a decent boy from Ireland, deny that if you can. I'm a harum scarum, devil me care, I'm an Irish gentleman. I'm working in a factory and me pay is 30 bob. I'm carrying bricks and mortar, oh what a lovely job. I rise up in the morning, I jump up like a lark, and as I'm walking down the street you could hear the girls remark, hello, Patsy Fagan, you can hear the ladies cry. Hello, Patsy Fagan, you're the apple of my eye. I'm a decent boy from Ireland, deny that if you can. For I'm a harum scarum, divil me care, I'm an Irish gentleman. Hello, Patsy Fagan, you can hear the ladies cry. Hello, Patsy Fagan, you're the apple of my eye. I'm a decent boy from Ireland, deny that if you can. I'm a harum scarum, divil me care, I'm an Irish gentleman. I'm a harum scarum, divil me care, I'm an Irish gentleman.